Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Yulisa. I am a notary public and a loan signing agent, and I help notaries across the nation to grow their notary business. In today's video, I'm going to give you the tips and the tricks that I do every single Monday morning to set up my business for success and just set it on the right foot for the week. So if you're interested in seeing that, please keep watching. There are a couple things that I do every Monday morning to set up my business for success. It is very important that I do these things. Otherwise, I notice that if I fail to do so, or I just get busy Monday morning and I don't do this, my week kind of becomes chaotic and there isn't a structure to it. So it's very important that I start my week off right. Because it really determines the mood for the rest of the week. And sometimes I get it, things happen. If I can't do it Monday morning, I try to do it by Tuesday morning, but I try not to go by my week without doing these simple steps. The number one thing that I do is I set clear goals for the week. I have this goal planner. Let me grab the thing so I can show you. The way that I set up goals for myself, I actually have this planner. I just recently got it. And I've been loving it so far. This is how it looks. I haven't been able to find it online, but I will link a similar one down below. This is actually from Marshall's, and Home Goods had them for $3.99 if you want to go see and check them out. This is what I've been using to plan my goals. I plan my goals, I brainstorm ideas, action plans to actually make those goals happen. And I do that for everything, not just my business, but Monday mornings I sit down and I do it for my business. I also do it for like our finances. I do that like Sundays. We have like a little, my husband and I sit down and we kind of brainstorm that. I will sit there and I will create a goal for myself. What is the goal that I want to achieve? Either the number of signings or a total amount of money that you want to make that week. So for example, let's say you want to make around $800 in 1 week. How are you going to get there? So number one, that's your goal. Your goal is you're going to make $800 in a week. But now you have to establish how you're going to get there. Like kind of simplify your goals into smaller goals so they feel more reachable and attainable than I got to do $800 this week. Like I got to make $800 this week. Because sometimes when you give yourself a big goal, it becomes daunting, and then the chances of you actually reaching your goal are very slim in comparison to actually you breaking down that same goal into smaller goals and reaching those smaller goals until you hit the big goal. You have a goal of $800 a week. Well, now we're going to simplify it into how many signings you need in a week. About 5-6 signings a week. Let's just say 5 signings at $150. 5 signings at $150 each in 1 week. That doesn't sound very daunting, right? When you say I only need 5 signings. Okay, now let's simplify it even more. 5 signings a week means you only need 1 signing per week, and that's not even counting the weekends. That's Monday through Friday. I need 1 signing a week. That sounds like an attainable goal. Like I can make sure I hit 1 signing a day. And if I hit 1 signing a day, I will for sure hit my goal of $800. And that's kind of like what I do. I simplify it, and then once I have the big goal and the small goals, now I go into the action steps. What am I going to do to make sure that I can attain those goals and meet those goals? Well, I'm going to attend 1 open house this week. I'm going to try to either attend or put myself in the list for 1 event this week. And then I am going to visit 4 new offices this week. Simple. But now you actually have to put it on your calendar and do it. So another thing that I've been doing is Google Calendar. Google Calendar has been my best friend lately. I schedule everything that needs to be scheduled on my Google Calendar, even like my wake up times and lunch times and breakfast and dinner. Everything goes in the calendar. That way my mind is not like going 100 miles per hour. It is simple. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. this is what's got to be scheduled, and then you wake up in the morning and you see what your schedule is going to look like. Obviously, signings come up, things come up, and I don't follow it 100%, but there are some things in there like appointments that I cannot move, and that's what it has to be. I can work around the other things, but there's certain things on the calendar that I cannot move, and it makes my schedule obviously so much more attainable for me too, because I used to be wanting to do everything all at once, and then you do nothing because you're overwhelmed. You're doing too much at the same time, but not really anything, because you're trying to tackle all these things at once, and you can't. So that's why you have a calendar and you set up goals for the week, different things. Have a day for social media, have a day for planning content, or have a day for marketing to title companies. Like, have a day for every specific thing. So that's what I do. I set up my goals and I set up my week based on those goals that I have and how I'm going to meet them. Another thing that I do with Google Calendar is it gives you a section where you can actually put in tasks. You can check them off when you complete them, and then you can have them, you can put due dates of when those tasks have to be met. It is a lifesaver. Like, the amount of things that I'm working on something, I'm doing something, I'm sending out an email, but then in my head an idea pops and I'm like, I gotta do that. I used to write it down on my planner on things, but sometimes I don't have time to open up my planner, and I don't have time to do certain things, or the sticky note got lost. It's there on my task, and my Google Calendar is throughout all of my devices. It is free to use with your Gmail account, actually. So I really, really suggest you using that. And then I do have my notary gadget appointments synced to my Google Calendar, and they sync together. So yeah, I suggest you doing that. Number 2 is financial planning. So again, it's how much money I need to make this week to make it profitable. It usually goes with my goals, along with my goals. I don't ever not have a goal financially. And that's another thing. If you're not setting those financial goals from the beginning, and every single week having financial goals to make sure that you meet the numbers that you're supposed to meet, and that your business is profitable and your business is obviously going in the right direction, then you're not going to set up your business for success from the start. And you want to make sure you do. So you want to set up those financial goals in your goals. I think for me, that's the number one thing that I focus on my business, is the financial goals, and everything else kind of flows from it. The marketing, the networking, the events, everything else. Very important that you set up those financial goals. Number 3, I do focus on my social media strategies. For me, social media is something that I've worked on for years now, and I love working on social media. It's become a side hustle. It's become a second part of my job, but at the same time it goes hand in hand with my job, and I love social media. I think it's amazing because you get to meet so many people from around the globe, and not only that, but it really is important for your brand, because it establishes your brand and it creates this image and it backs up your brand, making it trustworthy and reliable. Because nowadays, even I do this, and I know you probably do this too, when you see a new website or a new store, more than often you'll go to the Instagram and verify that that store is legit, that it has comments, that it has engagement, that it has authentic and organic audience. And so that's what you want to do with your brand. You want to build your brand through your social media, so that when people look you up, you have a legit business, and you have a social media that backs up your business and what you do. And nowadays that is very important. Another reason why I do social media, I do it because I truly, truly enjoy it. And I love helping notaries, and I love helping my friends. And it also helps engagement for my own business. I've had so many realtors and lenders in the past 3-4 months started following me and engaging with my reels and my posts. And my heart is happy, guys. I am so happy. So social media it's honestly a great marketing tool, and it's free. It is time consuming. So that's why Monday mornings I work on my social media strategies. I don't film content on Mondays. I just have Mondays for editing and scheduling my post. So I do this for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and that's it. TikTok, I can't, or I don't know. I think you can't schedule posts because I haven't been able to schedule posts on TikTok. But Instagram and on Facebook, you can schedule posts, and it's been a lifesaver. You don't need an additional app. You can just schedule it right off your app on Instagram or Facebook. And Monday morning, I schedule my entire week's worth content. So throughout the week, I'm not having to even open up Instagram that much. I open it for a couple minutes here and there to see what like my escrows are up to, my escrow officers, my lenders, and my realtors, what they're up to and what they're doing, and like the closings and all that. But I try not to be on Instagram as much, and especially not spending every day several hours trying to edit content and post it. I just tackle it all on Monday, and I kind of have a system where it became really quickly and easy and simple. I cut all of my footage on CapCut is the app, so that I can just upload that same video throughout all social medias without having to edit it a lot of times. And then I just go on to Instagram and add captions, go on to Instagram and Facebook are linked. So whatever I post to my Instagram post is on Facebook, and that saves me time. But I do have to go and add it to YouTube and to TikTok. But that's what I do. Social media is a great tool, a great asset. And I also try to post on Google My Business and Yelp, because when people see that you're actively interacting with it and you're actively adding to it, it shows them that you are active in your business. And sometimes you'll go to a Yelp or a Google My Business and the pictures are pretty old. You don't even know if that business is still even in business. So updating it frequently and having it up to date is very important for today's day and age. It's not just a website that you just leave there, and you have to like continuously be updating it. So those are the three main things that I make sure that I do every Monday morning to start off my day on the right foot, and my week to set up my week for success and make sure that my week is going to go as smooth as possible and that I have everything scheduled. Other things that I do on Mondays, if I have time, if my schedule is not already jam-packed with signings or other things or events, what I try to do at least once a week is make sure that I have my bookkeeping up to date. What do I mean with this? Make sure that you received your checks for your signings. I sometimes lack in that department, and I got a call from one of my clients and they're like, hey, I have a check for you. And I'm like, really? And it was a check from May. You don't want to do that. And so is making sure that you are on top of it, and you are making sure that you're getting paid, that you're sending your invoices. The big one is missing. If you don't send your invoice out, you might not get paid. And so you want to make sure that you send your invoices out, that you've received payment, and that once you receive it, you actually document it on Notary Gadget to make sure that it's received. I got it. You don't have to worry about that anymore. And then I compile all of my checks and I put them together in a binder that I keep. And that's what I do with bookkeeping. I just make sure that it's up to date. If there's any receipts, I usually keep a drawer for all of my checks and a drawer for all of my receipts. And then I used to do it once a month, but it got too daunting. So once a week works for me, is go through the receipts, go through the expenses, log it on Notary Gadget. Notary Gadget is my bookkeeping system. So log it on there and log everything, because if you wait till too long, it becomes extremely daunting. I've been there and I don't want to be there again. The last thing I say that I do on Mondays is making sure that I have everything set up for my business. Like I'm not missing any supplies, I'm not missing paper, I'm not missing toner or pens or marketing materials, because what if someone in the middle of the week calls me for an event and I need to run with my flyers out the door? So you want to make sure that you do inventory every single Monday. I would say even like Sundays, to make sure that you've got everything, is very crucial. I know that, at least for me, I know that when I'm printing and I don't have a backup toner, I'm like, okay, it's time. Like when I replace my last backup toner, I tell myself it's time to order more toner, and then I place an order. Same with paper. If I'm down to 2 or 3 rims of paper, I know it's time to place an order. With pens, I haven't had that issue because for some reason I ended up with a drawer full of pens, so I probably have like thousands of pens in there, so we're good for a while. And then my marketing supplies, that's what I was actually looking through right now, because I do have filing cabinets in my office and it has a system. I do have a video on that if you want to go ahead and check it out, on how I kind of organize. And I do plan on filming one more, me actually organizing my cabinets to where it makes sense and it's handy for my business. But I do want to organize one cabinet for all of my marketing materials, like all of my you know, stuff that I have. And I just ordered a bunch of supplies from Zazzle.com for the upcoming holidays. I ordered some Halloween stuff, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and some business cards. I ordered stickers. I ordered a bunch of stuff and I'm so excited to get them in the mail. I think I should be getting them starting next week. So once I get all of my materials that I order, I will film a video on like all the different marketing materials that I keep that might be interesting. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that. I started ordering a bunch of things, and then I have a bunch of things that were just all over the place, not really organized as they should. I have a filing cabinet that is a disaster. It is for all of my seasonal marketing excessive things that I've had, like Valentine's marketing material and 4th of July and all these random things. And I just need to kind of put them nice and neat and together so that next year I have extra things that I can use for my marketing stuff. But I'm so excited. I have a box right up here with my Halloween marketing. They are so adorable and I can't wait to show you guys. That'll probably be my next video up, because I do plan on filming that Monday when I get my stickers in. But they are the most adorable little treats that I've made for marketing. So I do want to show you guys so you have time to plan those and make those. But yeah, that's basically what I do. I try to make sure that I'm organized because things come up randomly. This morning I was invited to an open house for this Saturday, and then I was invited to help with an event that a realtor brokerage is hosting for trunk or treat, and I'm so excited. And that's another thing, I'm gonna bring you along probably on a little vlog and show you how we set up and what we do. I feel like so excited about all those little things. So for sure, I will be bringing you guys along. I would say that the number one thing that you want to make sure that you do Monday morning is be organized, be prepared for anything, and set up those goals for your business. Very, very crucial. If there are any specific videos that you want to see from me, or you want me to make, maybe how me doing these things Monday morning, I can do that. Or how I kind of edit and post and work through social media. Let me know what you want to see from me. I'm so excited because I do have a lot of videos planned and waiting to be edited for you guys. You are getting finally 2 videos a week on Monday mornings and Thursday mornings. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss those videos. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that this video was helpful. And I want to see you guys Monday mornings working hard on your business and setting up those goals. God bless, guys. Thank you. Bye.